Hello, everyone. It's your favorite person named Toasty. Me. No, that might be a little bit too forward. Let's just go ahead and do this. Not planning on this being a series. Just going to do one-off. Just seeing how my audio sounded. There we go. Oh. Of course that wouldn't do that. But I think we're good. But yes, I've been playing a lot of Shadowrun recently, which inspired me to do my own cyberpunk fantasy thing. Alright. That. This. Just tweeted that I'm live. Could share it places, but it's already 7:30. It's just crazy where the time goes. Alright. Let's do that. And that. Good. Normal. Just so it's not ridiculous while we're playing on stream. Let's go here. Just real quick, excuse me. I was up to 2 in the morning, so I want to be a bit yawny. This bad set. I wish I could just search my servers. Okay, we're good to go. Meow. It's just me, because otherwise I'd let people decide who is going to play, because at this point I've pretty much played one of every class. I don't know. I haven't really done much with physical attack though. But I'm really enjoying my Dwarven Rigger. I am beating the game currently with a Shaman. I haven't done much with decking mages. I've done several like warriors. Or street samurai, as it were. I think a dwarf, troll heavy gunner would be fun, but we won't get to the part where we can use heavy guns in this stream. Could be like a cyborg, though. I don't know what I want to be. I haven't done much with orcs yet. I love it. Yep. So I don't have anything and stuff. So I could never be the best decker. Could be pretty decent at being a physical adept. Could be absolutely amazing at cyberware stuff. Get 17 body. It's just ridiculous. be an elven sniper. That'd be kind of fun. I think not you a physical adept. Yeah. Be a dwarf that runs up and punches people. I love it. Yeah. Yes. Don't need to change anything with him. I love him. So 5's probably good. Don't really need much quickness, but there, I need a lot of strength. I'm starting to run out. There. So when I hit like a truck, I'm pretty tough, but I'm not the best at dodging. That works. Sort of like a bare knuckle brawler. Names, you know what? Let's let the universe decide. What the heck? What the shit? Showering? Oh. So that gave me Shadowrun like names. So like my code name, not actual names. But there, I'm ankle biter. George. Playing some. This is play fun because instead of Jet Simmons playing some. Damn. Oh shit. Hell yeah! My Shadowrun. Just realized my face is going to be in the way of the menu. We'll go over here for now. Here we go. No! Take me with you! And now my face is in the way of the dialogue. We'll go here. You step from the churning of the water taxi to the ponderous rocking of the docks, stomach lurching at the transition. As soon as you're clear, the captain nods once and steers the small craft back into the harbor. The man never said a word. You're handed your worn brown duffel bag. When you step on board filled with gear, some stiff new body armor, and a note that I saved from the start. Above smog-filled thick clouds hang low in the sky. Above, smog-thick clouds hang low in the sky, reflecting the lights of the city in a nauseating swirl. The wind changes direction more than once, creating a heady stew of aromas. Can read, I swear. Sea salt. I can raise up my camera a bit more. I can be like here. Diesel, sea salt, street food, and filth. It's all you can do to keep your in-flight meal where it belongs. Two figures stand waiting in the dim light of the pier. First is an orc, lean with an in-your-face muscle and jaw made to break fists. The second is an elf, one hand resting casually against her hips. Raymond Black is nowhere to be seen. Well, don't you look like shit? Duncan Wu, the closest thing you have to a brother. You haven't seen the man in 8 years. Still as charming as ever. He grins. Green's not really your color, George. I think I spelled George wrong. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Whatever. Doesn't go with that nice new armor I got you. As you open your mouth to respond, something shifts alarmingly in your stomach. A liquid, bubbly sensation. But I have body 3, so I'm just going to tough it out. Don't know what you're talking about. Must be the harbor lights messing with you. Must be. Guess you still got some of your old fortitude, at least. He laughs. Considering how much synthol we used to put down, I'm surprised you... I'd be surprised if you could handle a little chop. Anyway, gotta find Raymond. Find Raymond? I thought he'd be here. Never showed up. He's still got the same baritone rasp. Had it since he was 12. We developed early. No clue where he might be? No. Wu rubs his head. I just checked in with the local PD and morgue. If he's dead, his body hasn't turned up yet. That's a good sign, I guess. You seem kinda tense. You eating enough fiber? My colon's fine. Thanks. Wu rubs his head. He's an old man, and he's out there alone somewhere. Yeah, 65 isn't that old, Duncan. Of course not, but... Or bows his head. His voice sounds far away. It's not the same George. Raymond hasn't been himself in a long time. How so? He's been so restless, staying in his study, inside his own head a lot. He barely sleeps anymore. I'm worried about him. I haven't figured out what to do about it. He looks up at me and shrugs. I didn't have a brother to turn to. Hell, wasn't too sure you were even still alive. Till Raymond managed to track down your number. The woman standing beside him breaks him. We should get going, Duncan. Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up. Copy that, Sarge. They're wearing Lone body armor. Looks like Duncan Wood has gone private police. You his girlfriend or something? Oh, hell no. The corner of her mouth flicks upward in amusement. I'm his partner. The woman taps her chest with an armored finger. Carter. Figured I could use some backup. Didn't know what Ray had got himself into. I wasn't sure you were going to show up. It's a tossed-off remark. There's an undercurrent of resentment there. Well, surprise, here I am. Yeah, well, wasn't so sure, you know. Shakes his head. Hey, look. Glad you're here, George. Seriously. But I'm going to need some time to get used to having you around again. It's been a while since I've heard from you. Know what I mean? Memories of sleepless nights and a locked-up flash by. Memories of sleepless nights and lock-up flash by. Wondering if you'd ever see Duncan or Raymond again. Wondering if you even wanted to. And then stepping out into the daylight, suddenly free, to fall out some obscure corporate restructuring. A few hundred new yen worth of apology from your former jailers, and a decision to start a new life. To leave the past behind, all of it. Until now. I had my reasons. Can we leave it at that for now? Lou stares at you, his goggles reflecting the harbor lights. Sure. Scans the waterfront, frowning. I know, so it's just fine, Raymond. Supposed to meet us in the plaza on the other side of this pier. The sooner we find him, the sooner you can all have a big, happy family reunion over dinner. Carter rings. And the sooner I can find a place to get a drink around here. Damn right. Ahead of you, Hong Kong rises serpent-like from the sea, government and megacorp coiled together, writhing in the basket of institutionalized corruption. No one can tell where the snake bodies ends and its tails begin. That's what Raymond used to say. Duncan turns, starts down the pier. Carter follows. Alright, here we go. This thing here is audio commentary, which I'm not going to click on while we're playing, but you can click on those to learn more about how they designed the game. I didn't get a chance to read that. Come on, little ankle biter. I love ankle biter. The guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Duncan gives the key to Bush, but it doesn't bulge. Well, that was open earlier. Duncan frowns. Looks pretty solid. Maybe if you bang your head hard enough against it, it'll open. Maybe. He squints into the guard shack. Strange that no one's here, though, isn't it? Carter shrugs. Who knows? It's Hong Kong. Not exactly sure how things work around here. Come on, rookie. We can cut through the construction site. Hate it when you call me that. Whee! I'm a dwarf book in it. It's nice. There's a bunch of mods for this game too. A bunch of just like stories, so you can really stack stuff on and just basically have a game that will last forever. I mean, there's even a mod that's Shadowrun Unlimited, which is as it sounds. You basically have endless jobs and you just do them, which is nice. It's like open world Shadowrun. The gate is locked, but the nearby control panel appears accessible. Carter pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces your skull, sending a new wave of pain down to your churning stomach. She examines the control panel for a moment, then throws Wu a backward glance. Look like there's another way off the docks on the other side of the gate. I think I can bypass the lock. Stand aside and let it work. Hang on. Let's poke around a little first. Alright, do your thing. Carter fiddles with some wires and the door lock hisses open. Got it. Let's go. Alright. I have a bunch of characters. I debated doing one of the other stories, but I just wanted to show the main one. Uh-oh! They're shouting in Cantonese. More Cantonese. The group on the dock was fishing a package out of the speedboat when you surprise them. Now the package is at the bottom of the bay, and the speedboat is disappearing in the distance. They close on you, red-faced and yelling. The light of the harbor glints off their weapons as they approach. The leader shouts something in Cantonese, but it's too fast to make up. You're rusty. It's been years since Raymond's house and the language lessons that would not end. The old man never spoke anything but his native tongue at home. Wu speaks with authority, his Cantonese as solid as ever. Never let it drop. You guys doing some late night fishing? The smuggler smiles. Oh yeah, we're fishing for assholes. Wu points at their weapons. You're going to need some better bait. All you're going to catch with that is trouble. Seriously? Did they teach you that at Redicop school? Turns to you with a smile starting on his face, then he thinks the better of it. Turns back to the smugglers. Wu fetches his badge. Lone Star, put the guns down. Alright. Smuggler squints at Wu's badge, and smiles at his friends. Never seen a badge like that before. Either it's fake, or you're some kind of security guard. He grasps his rifle. Either way, it ends the same. I think he's done talking. Alright. And now we're in combat, which is turn-based and stiff. Oh. Probably should have waited to do that then. But that's fine. Ouch. There we go. Oh, I blocked him. No! They broke my armor! Those sons of bitches! Oh man, they did a lot of damage. Ow! Motherfucker. Time to punch the shit out. Oh my god! Holy shit! I had like a trick. Oh, it's exactly what I thought was going to happen, but I still wasn't ready for it. It's beautiful. Let's see, who should I prioritize? 12 or 11? The ankle biter goes up close and personal a lot. Here we go, perfect. Yeah. Ouch. Stop hitting my freaking mage, you piece of shit. That's it, I'm punching the shit out of you. Motherfucker. Oh, get wrecked. Can I heal? No. I can do this. You messed me, now you gotta kiss me. Just look at my door. Oh, yeah, that's scary. Get wrecked. Alright. Let's see. How are we doing on health? The biter's pretty good. Pretty good. There we go. Ooh, pickup. One, two, I don't think I trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry what angels deserve to die. Here we go. Another gate panel. This one's been vandalized and busted up good. Real nightmare of a repair job. Who stares at the fence considering? Loops and whirls of razor-wired glitter and then like looks like etched with monofilm. But corporations here don't screw around. Why don't we just cut ourselves and open? She shakes her head. Even if you could, snap back on you. Ever seen a high-tension wire whip through a human body? You don't want to. Duncan nods in agreement. We aren't touching it. How about it, Carter? Think you can get the gate open? She winks at him. What do you think? She eyeballs the job. It may take me a few minutes, though. Frowning, she leans in to get a closer look at the mangled fuse box. Fuse box? Fuse box. A few seconds later, she starts pulling wires and yanking fuses. A look of intense concentration in her face. Thought she was a mage. Cantonese, George. He sounds like Raymond when he does that. The pen of my aunt is sitting on the end table. Satisfied? Shakes his head. Continues in Cantonese. You're gonna be a dick about this, George. We're in Hong Kong. Only Cantonese from now on. Just like when we lived at Raymond's house. Someone's trails are about to pay off. Just like at Raymond's. He nods once, satisfied, then turns his back and scans the horizon. At least you can still handle yourself in a fight. Say nothing. Who says nothing back? Stands with his back to you, thumbs hooked in his belt. Remains silent. Silence between you gets louder, heavier, and is broken by a sudden wailing screech. You goes back to his holster. The screech is replaced by the sound of grinding wheels. Glancing over to the console, you see Carter bringing back at you. Got it. Hell yeah. Time to punch some more people. The light from the nearby vendor stall stabs into your eyes, triggering a throbbing ache in the back of your skull. Stop short, squinting as a rough voice drifts in the wind. Where is everyone? Where's the damn shipment? I haven't seen them yet. I just got here. The voice becomes irritated. Long ways probably waiting for us, so we can haul it off the boat for him. That lazy bastard. It's just hang out here. Let him find us. Carter keeps her voice low. Looks like we're on a stroll through the Smuggler's Central. These gamers don't know we're here. Could probably just slip by us. Past. It's trying to say slip by. Slip past. Or we could clip them. They're already looking for us. Might be better to take them out now. But we still have the element of surprise on our side. Alright. And we can ambush enemies. I'm going to punch the shit out of him. Yes. Get fucked. Oh. Get fucked. Ooh. Don't think I want to. Ouch, you bitch. Oh my god. Just like, kapoosh, kapoosh, kapoosh. What? There we go. So lame to miss, but I guess it's an integral part of the game. Yeah. Oh, it's over here. Money! I like money. I like it, the money. You have a big ass troll over here. Crossing the street, you can make out 4 shadowy figures littering the plaza ahead. Troll, orc, dwarf, elf, 2 men, 2 women. They're different from the smugglers on the dock. Alert, poised, professional. You can see that they've made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. The unspoken message is clear. We're strapped. Mind your manners. Or maybe they did. I guess I missed that. Who stands up tall? Takes the amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe-to-toe with someone bigger. Someone who doesn't know that they're about to go down. Evening, folks. We got permits for those bazookas? The thick troll pulls his mouth into a comic frown. Permits? Give me a minute. makes a show of patting his pockets. Well, guess not. Must have dropped mine in the dumpster, along with the last idiot who stepped up to us. Coolly surveys the scene, nods in a friendly fashion. Is that right? Well then. You can almost feel Wu's cop training kick in. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time it's at its shoulder level, assortment of nasty-looking organs is already trained on his head. Carter backs him up. She whips her arms forward, fists blazing with magical fire. Her eyes sweep the scene, darting from one figure to another. All right, everyone, just be cool. Husky troll. The thick troll's voice is casual, amused. She shakes the gun in his face. A little late for that, isn't it? Forget what voice I just gave him. Nah, it's never too late to be cool. Alright. I'll hold up my hands because it's actually a ruse. Because I punch people anyways. So it's like, no! It's okay, we're here in peace. How about nobody does anything stupid? The thick troll smiles big. Oh, I can see that. Your buddies are totally chill. Something we can do for you, officer. Wu's jaw tightens, but his tone stays cool and controlled. I'm looking for an old man, Raymond Black. You're supposed to meet him here. You know him? Troll nods his enormous head. Mm-hmm. Wu's voice gets an edge. Can see a vein in his temple start to pulse. Where is he? Carter sees it too. Keeps her voice neutral. Easy, Duncan. Troll maintains amused eye contact, but his weapon stays trained all over. That's right. Easy, Duncan. Your friend Raymond never showed. We've been waiting for a better part of an hour. Think everyone can put their guns down? His voice is steady, but it's clear he's coiled. I don't think so. Not till I get some answers. Alright. He mutters through gritted teeth. Like why a group of heavily armed assholes are meeting a little old man in a construction site at midnight. Your girl chimes in. Her tone is light. Well, she's trying to defuse the situation. We do odd jobs. For money. Wu speaks softly, but you know that means he's reaching the end of his rope. Cracks his neck. Pop, pop. What kind of jobs? She gets a wry look in her eye. Her answer is flippant. Odd jobs. This and that. So, you were his tour guides, right? The troll's yellow-brown teeth shift into a smile again. Kind of, yeah. Old man hired us to take you all on an excursion. His brow furrows. Hired you? Takes a moment. Looks them over. They're an odd assortment. A cybered-up troll. An orc girl with magical fetishes. A dwarf with a cyber deck slung on her back. And a tall elf standing between them, quiet, inscrutable. All guns trained on Wu. Understanding spreads across Wu's face. His jaw tightens. You're Shadowrunners. Mm-hmm. The troll nods. Wu's shoulders creep up. His stance tightens. This is bullshit. Raymond would never hire Shadowrunners. They're criminals. The troll corrects him. Mercenary operatives. The dwarf cuts in. Her voice is soft but strong. Criminal mercenary operatives. So, yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associated with a bunch of hardened criminals. The troll tosses Rue a sideways glance while staring down the barrel of his gun. Sorry to burst your bubble, Lone Star. Guess you didn't know the old man as well as you thought, huh? Rue tries to shake it off, but he's struggling to process the information. He can feel the heat coming off him. The runners sense it too, and they tense up tight. They're keyed on Duncan. Their guns are big. The looks on their faces make it clear. One wrong bead of sweat, and Wu's going down in a red mist cloud. Carter remains completely still. Her voice is level, moderate. She's done this before. Let's stay focused. No need for this to get ugly. She speaks quietly to Wu, who listens without turning, his focus squarely on the troll. We need to find Raymond. These are the people who can help us do that. What were you hired to do? You can tell the orc girl's had enough of the tension. She blurts out, the old man wanted us to take him to Kowloon's walled city. She waves a hand at the three of you. You two. Two large rats, clinging to her hip and shoulder, poke their heads out of the folds of her clothing. They fix their beady eyes on you intently. You know the walled city? Slum, right? I've heard of it. Girl sneers, rolling her eyes. It's a shithole. Worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Memories of growing up in Redmond Barrens flash through your mind. We get it. It's a real bad place. Now why would a little man pay you to take her there? Dwarf standing next to her nods and jumps in. What did he say? He mumbled a lot too. Just kept rambling on and on about how we had to get in. Under ordinary circumstances, I never would have accepted the gig. Walled City's the last place I want to go. The old man rolled up a truckload of new yen, and we gotta eat, right? Wu glance at you. His weapon remains trained on the Shadowrunners, but a flicker of uncertainty plays on his face. Interesting story. Seems like a good time to ramp down the threat of violence, don't you think? The troll flashes you a smile. It's all tusk, no more. Okay, gang. I tell you what. He looks at his team as he slowly starts to lower his weapons. We're going to put our guns down. Boom! Oh, shit! Oh, Carter got fucked. Holy shit, a lot of people got fucked. Dunstan, hello, my friend. You missed character creation. You could have helped me make my character, because I've made a bunch of them at this point, so I was going to let the stream make it for me, but that's okay. We're currently playing a dwarf physical adept named Anklebiter. How are you, my friend? My brother texted me saying Privyet moi brat, which is hello, my brother. Probably butchered the Russian, but the sound of high caliber rifle shots hangs in the air. The red dots of laser sights sweep the air. Carter, troll, and the silent elf lie dead in widening pools of blood, their heads broken open like melons dropped from a 4-story building. The orc girl screams for cover. Nightjar! Nightjar! Come on, big man! Talk to me! Gunshot? Oh, no. She turns to the door, her eyes wide with fear. Oh shit, this isn't good! Voice blares out from the loudspeaker. This is the police! Lay down your weapons! Put up your hands behind your head and come out where we can see you! Duncan Wu. George. I tried to spell George. I misspelled George. Oh, good. And you? Yeah, I'm good. I'm having fun. I've been enjoying Shadowrun a lot recently. George Plainson, come out where we can see you. You have 3 seconds. Duncan crouches behind cover, his gaze locked on Carter's corpse. His voice comes out as a hoarse roar. Stand down, damn it! I'm law enforcement, Lone Star! Lone Star! He's driven deeper into cover by a hail of gunfire. The dwarf shakes his head at him. Her voice is flat. Save your breath. They won't listen. Use your eyes! These bastards aren't here to make arrests. A sniper shot hits the wall next to her head, showering her an explosion of plaster. We need a way out of here now. Everyone pipe down. Just give me a minute. Rat Girl stares at the ground intently, as if listening. Then her brow furrows, her eyes go beady, and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lips moving soundlessly. She snaps out of her chance. Okay, I've got a way out. It's at the end of the street. Everyone come with me. Everyone? We don't need the rent-a-cops, Coblet. We're the only ones... The little orc whips her head towards her friend. Their extra firepower is... I got us an extra exit, but we need to get past the heat, and we can't shoot our way out of this on our own. If nothing else, they can soak up a few rounds for us. She turns to you, her pupils pinpricks of intensity. Just stick to cover and keep close. There's a door on the street that leads to the back alley. That's our exit point. You fall behind, you get left behind. You can't just punch because I have to be careful. I want to hack the access point. I'm going to take 3. Alright. They get in punching range. Going to start punching. You have to stay in cover in this fight or you just get hit with snipers. It hurts a lot. You bitch. Ah ha ha ha! Yes, friend. Ha ha! Let's deactivate the drones. Alright, we got the police drones. It's time to start punching. Ouch. Oh, yeah, fuck. Yeah, like, you want to sneak up behind them. T-Mouse, let's go! I've been wondering about this game. Dude, it's freaking amazing. I love Shadowrun. Oh, do you have Shadowrun? It's crunching time. I mean, I am ankle biter. Just rammed up, but I punched the guy. It's great. Good times. Going to shoot you. 1 damage? Are you kidding me? Did 1 damage. You know what? I'm getting behind better cover. I want to shoot you. You missed, you dumb bitch. Time to start punching. I missed! Uh-oh. I'm out in the open here. But yes, this is quite a good game. And I think that just leaves me open to be flanked. That's 2, that's 1. Okay. Why is this? Okay. They gifted this game some time ago, but never played. Yeah, I definitely recommend them. My first exposure to Shadowrun was actually a like team-based first-person shooter. And I was like, this would be a dope-ass RPG game. And then, like a year or so after that, Shadowrun Returns came out. I had Steam, it was on sale, I was like, I'll give it a shot. And I just fell in love. I really want to do the tabletop. At some point. Shoot. How? That was a 73% chance. Please. Thank you. Isabel to the rescue. Okay. Let's get up here. Duncan. Because he's sort of my range expert. How are you summoning demons and shit? Flays. What's it? Did I hear snacks? Some flats with Valentina? With flays? I don't even know what that is. I'm not sure if I said snacks. I don't know what's going on here. I want to punch this guy. Or girl. Yeah. I love this character. I'm just this little dwarf man. Like but yeah, it's great. I love the mix of cyberpunk and fantasy because it's just not, you don't see that. And it actually inspired me to do my own cyberpunk fantasy campaign. I'm trying to get people together to do that for a tabletop role-playing thing. Like a bi-weekly session. Excuse me. Let's go here and it's 90 shot. Ouch. And flanked. Can I steal their spirit? Cannot. But I can haste ankle biter. Get punched. Oh. My goodness. I have to be careful. I think that would just hit me. Let's not do that. Just focus on taking her out. Good move. Now to punch the shit out of you. Oh! I need one more point. There we go. Alright. You can just sort of sprint to the exit now. Let's see. They're potato chips fried down thin, so it's good. Oh, like Lay's. Okay, with hot sauce. I hope it's not like XCOM when it says like 95% shot, have a 5% chance of miss. You missed that shot. Oh. Yes. It happens. I mean, I've had like a 75% chance to hit the thing, and I miss every single shot. Which, admittedly, that's only 3/4, but I find that I hit more often than not with a 90%, but I do feel like I do. I will say this does play like XCOM. It's definitely a inspiration. Oh, we're being shot at. That's okay, because we're making our getaway. Boop. Woo. Can I get it? No. So it's pretty different from the actual game. It's not too far off in terms of the attributes and stuff, but the actual game is a D6 system. Basically, for those of you who are not familiar with Shadowrun, you roll a dice pool. So you roll a bunch of 6s. And I don't know how they did it back in the day, but I think it's along these lines. I will say, in terms of 5e, you roll a bunch of d6s, and for every 5 and a 6 on the die, it's a hit. And to succeed at your task, you have to get X amount of hits. And what determines that depends on the kind of test. You can have a regular test, as they call it, or a regular roll. It's just you need X amount, so like you're trying to hack into a potato, you'd only need like one hit. Or it could be contested, in which case both characters roll, and the person who has more hits over the other person succeeds. And that's like how combat works. And then there's just extended tests, as they call them, which is just the same as the first one. It's just the hits that you need is so high that it'll take multiple tries, and it's like something you're doing over a course of days. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's 8:30. Can't believe how late it is. And it's warm. Got warm. The Rat Shaman guides you from the doorway straight through an eternity of winding alleys, damp sub-basements, and empty buildings, stumbling through the refuse and filth. And you make your way through the sewers below Victoria Harbor. A rake's down here, but it's quiet. Cobbett stops, sniffs, and wipes her eyes with the back of her wrist. Her rat squeaks softly in the folds of her clothing. Dwarf watches in silence for a moment, then moves closer and gently takes her hand. In the dim light of the sewer, you can see they're nearly the same age, no more than 21 tops. What are their names? She keeps her head down and tells it to the floor. The troll you're talking to is Nightjar. He was her friend. The elf was called Gutshot. Kind of an asshole. I didn't need to see his head splattered everywhere like that. She inhales a cleansing breath. Nightjar was a good guy. Always had our backs. Isabel nods in agreement. Her voice is flat. Where to find a runner that we can actually trust? She looks at her friend. Are we clear? Papa looks back the way he came. I think we've shaken them. She sniffs the air. Yeah, we're clear. Will begins pacing, his boots splashing in the sewer water. Creaking echoes down the tunnel. Well, that's pretty cool. Do you like tabletops, 13 Mouse? I feel like we might have talked about this at one point, but I don't remember. I really do like them. I'm playing a text-based game, but it's not quite the same as just like getting with people and stuff like that. Who begins pacing? His boots splash in the sewer water. You can feel the tension coming off him in waves. This is bullshit. Done messing around in alleys and sewers. Done running from the cops. Pokes out a thumb at his chest and spits his anger forth in a raspy growl. For fuck's sake, I am a cop. We noticed. There's Low Star Sergeant dead back there. Damn it. Who starts to choke up. He struggles against it, fighting to maintain control, but he needs a minute to recover. He finally manages to pull it together, but he's raw. He speaks again. His voice is seething and hoarse. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Hong Kong cops, but I'm calling in some Lone Star backup from home. Gotta get some of my own people down here. Then we're going to find Raymond and figure out what the hell's going on. The little orc shrugs. Whatever you say, big guy. You have fun with that. She looks over at her friend. They both nod. Isn't I up? Best of luck finding your friend. He's not our friend. He's our foster father. Your people died in a hail of sniper fire. You're not going to do anything about that? Of course we're going to do something about it. In fact, we're going to do two things. Run and hide. Look, we got you to safety. Now we're done with this shit. We don't intend to die for you. Blue isn't listening. I can see on his face that he's already written Orc Girl off. He pulls a security-grade PDA from his holster and his left leg, and raises it, and starts tapping the buttons with a meaty finger. The Lone Star logo on the back of the device looks shiny and official. He stops, confused, taps it again harder. The red flashing image on the PDA reflects in his goggles. What the hell? I'm locked out of the network. Looks up at you. My law enforcement status has been revoked. Goes back to the screen. I don't believe it. This is saying there's an APB out on this, George. You and me both. Oh shit. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I read that message. It is pretty cool. Oh. Figure as much. You heard them on loudspeaker. They knew our names. Blue glares at the wall. Storm raging across his face. Fucking hell. His hand clenches into a fist around his PDA. This just keeps getting worse. He leans forward as if to punch the wall, his knuckles rapping against it softly. Pantomime of barely constrained rage. Suddenly he turns and slings his PDA to the far wall. It hits hard, bounces back, and clatters to the ground at his feet. He looks down at it all, spent. The orc mouths an okay to herself, eyebrows raised. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Come on, Isabel, let's... She's cut off by a sudden smashing noise as her friend's boot comes crashing down on the PDA at Wu's feet. The dwarf looks down at her work, unsatisfied, and brings her boot down again and again and again, until there's nothing left but a snarled plastic housing, broken glass, and a circuit board. She looks up at Wu, her chest heaving. She points at the pile of scraps she's created. Police issued. They can trace him through that. She turns to you, hand out. Yours too. It's on the network. I'll smash it myself. We bury our own. Grr! I don't need you to smash it for me. You crush the PDA, the shards under your foot while Isabel looks on blankly. Good. She looks over at Goblet, sighs, and reaches into her leather jacket pocket, pulling out 2 new PDAs. She hands them to you and Duncan. Burners. I suppose it's the least we can do after you helped back there. Thanks. Now what? Now we get out of the sewer and head our separate ways. Right, Isabel isn't listening. She's staring open-mouthed at her own PDA. Its bluish glow illuminating her in a horrified expression. Goblet, we gotta go. Right now. Isabel's voice is monotone but empathetic. She's holding a PDA to show her friend. They're after us, too. Her screen displays a local newscast. Your own face stares back at you from the upper left corner of the screen. And in breaking news, just under an hour ago, Hong Kong port authorities were involved in a firefight with members of a terrorist cell linked to the mainland city-state of Hainan. The battle left the 3 terrorists dead, along with an unconfirmed number of Hong Kong police officers. Your image winks out, replaced by a scowling image of Duncan Wu, a mugshot from a long time ago, before Raymond. Our sources report that Seattle natives Duncan Wu and George Plains it would never not be funny to me if I misspelled that. It's Gorge Plains, along with their Hong Kong base accomplices, are still at large. They are well armed, and you should be considered extremely dangerous. Low-res photographs of Goblet and Isabel pop up on the screen, placing Duncan Wu. The color drains out of Goblet's face. Oh, shit. Kowloon officials report that the terrorist cell, known as the Light Star, maintains ties to the state of Hainan and is purported to be receiving weapons and funding from anti-corporate groups in the UCAS city-state of Seattle. Port authorities are standing on high alert, and the Hong Kong Police Force Special Duties Unit has been engaged to deal with the threat. We go live now to Chief Inspector Craig of the Special Duties Unit, who will be making a statement. Behind the newscaster, a video window displays the location of your firefight in Victoria Harbor. The camera pans to Chief Inspector Craig. She is surrounded by swarms of news reporters, but appears unfazed by the tension. She speaks with supreme confidence. We have yet to ascertain the motive for tonight's attack, but it was clearly well planned and a coordinated effort. Crates sounds smooth, more like a corporate mouthpiece than a cop. We already have issued an all-points bulletin along with kill or capture order for the 4 remaining terrorists, and I have instructed the Special Duties Unit to make this manhunt a top priority. She looks directly into the camera. If you should see one or more of these individuals, do not attempt to engage them. Instead, tap on the HKPF flash code at the bottom of the screen. If you are authorized and take a picture, our system will automatically identify them in your data stream. There you go. The Decker switches off the newscast and clips her PDA back onto her belt. For a moment, there's no sound but the roar of sewer water rushing through the pipes. Goblet bends over, hands on her knees, sucking wind. A rat scurry for a new position. Excuse me. What does sucking wind even mean? Never heard that before. Thought we were fucked before. Blue's voice is eerily calm. But now we are well and truly fucked. We'll deal with it, Duncan. We always do. Loose mouth tightens. Not this time, George. Begin stalking back and forth. Panther in the cage. They've labeled us terrorists. There's an APB out on us. I've heard this kind of announcement before. I know what comes of it. It doesn't matter if we have nothing to do with whatever city-state. They're going to hunt us down. It's open season. Isabel nudges the remains of Rue's PDA with her booted toe. And the two of us will be hunted down right alongside you. Public's wide eyes, the exit. Tight as a spring. You can hear the shallow panting as she leans forward. And leans towards one, and then the other. We got to go. Hit the mainland for a while until we can figure this out. Find a hole to crawl into. Talbot looks at Isabel, wipes her mouth, and points at you and Duncan. We gotta get them off the grid too. Way off. Dwarf looks at Duncan, and her large eyes narrow. Hey, Lone Star. You got a security license, right? That means you gotta send to whose brow furrows. Of course I have a sin. I'll be able to get paid otherwise. Only criminals and lowlifes go to send this. She runs her hands on her cyber deck, thinking. That means you can be traced. Both of you. You get spotted by a drone or a security camera, get ID'd by a retinal scanner, or try to use your cred stick or passport, and the HKPF will know just where to find you. Lou crosses his arms across his chest. I know how a system identification number works, runner. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the Shadowrunner etiquette, so I can't do that. Leave her alone, Duncan. We're all in this together. Talbot pulls on her dreadlocks. We're just as screwed as you are. Me and Iz, we're listed as your accomplices, and we can't afford for you to get caught. You'll lead them to us, one way or another. DNA samples, things we told you, astral residue, I don't know, cop stuff. Hobbit's a fun character. Hello, Decker looks from you to Will. Eyes narrow, sizing up. You can see her make a silent decision before she speaks. Her voice is flat, resigned. We need to get your sins burned. Delete you from the record books. All of them. All of them? Wait a minute. You want us to just erase our identities? He rubs his hand across his skull. Beyond the fact that it's insane, will that even work? If we burn our sins, go off the grid like that, will they just redouble their efforts to find us? Condescension seeps its way into Isabel's dry tone. Imagine playing a game of hide and seek with a siren strapped to your head. Would you rather try to hide with the siren, or hide with the siren conspicuously absent? Let's just get on with it. What do we have to do? Goblet's voice drops. We gotta ask for help. There's only one person we know who has the kind of pull it takes to burn a sin and hide us from the cops. Kindly Chen. Let me guess. This Kindly Chen is some sort of underworld harlot. Like a walnut. She's what's known as a straw sandal. Kind of a metal manager for the Yellow Lotus Syndicate. The triad. Kindly... Excuse me. Kindly Chen controls all illegal activity in our neighborhood. Smuggling, bootlegging, counterfeiting. Metal managers. The Yellow Lotus a syndicate or retail outlet? Goblet leans in, serious as death. Do not get the wrong impression. Kindly Shen is no beer cat. She controls a good-sized portion of Kowloon's underworld. She has soldiers, resources. She's smart, and she is not to be underestimated. Isabel's voice is hollow and flat. Taking favors from a woman like Kindly Chen is a good way to get yourself into indentured servitude. You do not want to owe favors to a woman like that. Her eyes get big, round. Ideally, you don't want to deal with her at all. That was Nightjar's job. Wait a minute, you know this one? We only met her once or twice. Nightjar was the one who worked with her. Like I said, she's got fingers in everything, including brokering Shadowruns for the corpse. Kindly Chen is our fixer. Goblet tries to make her voice light, confident. Just stay on her good side and you have nothing to worry about. Now, let's get this done before one of you trips the APB and brings all hell down on us. That was a long conversation. It's 8:52. Alright, I want to call it here. I'm just very warm. There's some things I want to do before I go to bed. So, gotta just do those things. In any case, thank you so much, T-Mouse and Dunstan, for coming in and chatting. Anyone else who dropped on by and just watched, I appreciate you too. And I hope you've enjoyed this bit of the Dragon's Treasure. If you haven't already, I appreciate if you showed that sub and bell button some love. And don't forget, sharing is caring. Stay beautiful.